In this video, I'm going to show you how to switch over to the new Instagram user interface, and then I'm going to give you a tour. I'm here in my Instagram account. You can see I still have the original Instagram interface. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the new format. So I'm here on my profile. So if you're not in this spot, you're going to click on your profile picture so that you're going to be on your profile where your grid is. Next, we're going to go to your settings in the top right-hand corner. So I'm going to click my menu. And as I scroll down here very quickly, we will see the opportunity to update Instagram. So this is just updating the user interface here on the platform. Just be aware that if you decide to switch, you cannot switch back. So I'm going to tap this. It gives me a little information. Instagram's now easier to navigate, etc. So I'm going to even maybe take a quick screenshot of this just so I've got a copy of that. And I'm going to click the Update Now button. All right, and it says swipe easily to access Reels and Messages. Got it. There we go. So I am now switched over to the new user interface. So let's give you a tour of the updated Instagram. We are here on the home tab. You can see that I'm on the house icon in the bottom left, and we can still see we've got our navigation along the bottom, but the buttons have changed. So also in the top left-hand corner, we see the plus sign. The create a post or create content function has moved up to the top left-hand side, and it now only appears here on the home tab as well as on your personal profile in the bottom right-hand corner. So if I tap again on the very bottom right-hand corner on my profile picture, that takes me to my own profile. And you can see, of course, we've got our menu items in the top, or our menu in the top right. We've got all our settings back there. And you've also got that plus sign again in the top left-hand corner if you want to create a post. So that's where to find the create post button, is that plus sign. It will be on your grid or your profile, or again, I'm going to click back the house icon on the bottom left to go back to the home tab, and you can see that create a post button up in the top left hand corner. This feed should look similar. We've got our stories up at the top of our feed, and this is our main feed where shows us all various content we're following, content Instagram thinks we might like, plus ads, of course. Keep in mind, you can still get to your chronological feed if you like. That's a great time-saving tip. You can click on the Instagram logo in the very top of the home tab, and you've got 2 additional feeds in there that you can use for time management. So you can click on following, and that will actually show all the posts from the people that you're following in chronological order, which is really cool. 31 minutes ago, 33 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago, etc. So I'll scroll back up to the top here. If you see, notice there's a follow button on this one on the top. If you look very closely on the top left-hand corner of that post, you can see that I'm following one of the accounts, but not the other account that's collaborating on this particular post, which is why I would see a follow button, because I am following at least one of these accounts. Let's click the back arrow in the top left here. You can also click again on the Instagram function, and you can click on favorites. So you can mark specific Instagram accounts as your favorites for time management, and it will only show you posts from those accounts here on this feed. So it's very, very handy for time management. Click back on the arrow in the top left to go back here. And let's show you a few other things here. In the top right hand corner on the home tab, you'll see the heart icon. That is your notifications. So when anybody's following you, or activity on your posts, or if someone's responding to something you've commented on, etc., etc. Okay, let's click the back arrow here. Next, let's look again down to the bottom navigation. Let's click on just to the right of the house icon in the bottom left. Let's click on the play button or the Reels icon, and I can swipe up, and here is my Reels feed. I've also got my tap on that to quiet the sound there. I've also got in the very bottom middle of the navigation now my private message function. So it's the little paper airplane icon for private message. Sometimes private messages on Instagram also looks like the messenger icon, like the message bubble with the little lightning icon as well. So I'm going to tap on private messages. Again, I'm into my private message inbox here. And just to the right of that, we've got our search function or the explore tab. Of course, they're serving you all kind of content they think you might like. And of course, we've got our search box up at the top if you're wanting to search by keyword, search a specific account name, etc. And then of course, we tap on our profile picture in the bottom right, and that takes us right back to our own account here. Okay, so again, notice on your own profile, we see that plus sign in the top left. So if you want to create a post or share content on Instagram, you will need to click that plus sign here on your profile. Or once again, if I tap the home tab or the house icon in the bottom left, it takes me back to the home tab, and you'll see that plus sign again in the top left-hand corner. One last thing is the new swipe function. So you can now just take your finger, gently place it on the screen and swipe left to swipe through the tab. So this is kind of a handy new feature, and as you can swipe back the other way as well. So there you have it. Kind of cool. And that completes our tour of Instagram's new format. What do you think? Are you going to switch over to the new format, or do you think you'll stay with the classic user interface for a little while longer?